Hi, I'm Warren from Social Scavenger, and this is a quick walkthrough of Who Kidnapped Your Boss, looking at the actual app. So beside me, you can see the app. I'm already logged in. At the very top, I know I'm in the right game because I logged in to Who Kidnapped Kathy, and that's my boss who I'm trying to rescue today. I can also see how much time's left in the game. There's 49 minutes to go, and that countdown timer is going to help guide our team and let us know how fast we need to move. This is normally a 2-hour game. Now I'm already logged in. Each team's going to have one tech captain follow very specific instructions to get into the game. Download the app, enter a private code we give you. After that, you're following instructions that are click, click, click. So it's very straightforward to get into the actual app. What we're looking at here is what happens when you're inside. Challenges is where the entire game is played. So really that's the number one place you are going to be. It's the only place you need to be. Here we are inside. There's a mission briefing for every game that reminds people of the rules. There's an entry challenge where we give a puzzle with free hints just to make sure people actually use the hints. And then they start to see the suspects. This suspect, I've changed the location, so it's just down the street from me, 258 meters away. I click on it, and now I can see where do I need to get to unlock this suspect's challenge. When I get there, it unlocks, and it tells me what it is I'm going to have to do. I've unlocked some of these challenges just for ease of demonstration. And when I click in, if it's a video challenge our team has to do, I get an explanation of what the challenge is, and I just hit this complete button. It's always just hit the complete button. It's nothing more complicated than that. Though the challenges might be harder to do, they aren't hard to technically execute on the device. If it's a puzzle like this one, you'll see there's always hints. We don't want people getting stuck. We want them making strategic choices. Do I use points and get a hint? Or do we work and try to figure it out and keep those points? There's usually 3 hints for every puzzle. And if you can't figure it out, you can simply guess wrong and keep going. The map button up here on the top will show me a map of the entire game so I can see where all the suspects are. I can even see other teams on that map if they're in the game. Now, as I complete challenges, it updates the leaderboard. The leaderboard's updated in real time, and usually with 30 minutes to go in the game, we hide the leaderboard, so it literally disappears from the app. That bothers competitive groups because they really want to know how they're doing. In terms of the live stream, that's where I see the action of what's going on in my game. So I can see other teams' photos, I can see their videos, I can like them, I can comment on them, I can do a little trash talking if I want. And obviously after the game, before we get you the video, it's fun to be able to just go in here and scroll through because this has everything. And I can filter by challenge, by team, etc. for fun little comparisons. So it's a great time. Everything's contained right inside of the app. So there's nothing to worry about when it comes to technical setup and situation. Now, you've done a lot of work to get us these funny photos down here of your boss and the people who are the suspects. So we like to put those people into the game as much as possible. This is an example of a trailer video that we like to create that you can send out in advance. Sometimes the game's a surprise, so you're not going to send this out. Other times it's a fun way to build excitement for it, especially if it's an event coming up in a little while. These suspects, you probably already know this, they don't know if they did it. They're playing in the game. They don't have to do any acting. They just have to send us funny looking photos. In the actual game, people always want to know what challenges we do. We don't tell you the actual challenges and ruin the surprise. Some groups go next level. Here's an example of a group who learned a TikTok video to submit for the group. It is hilarious. Obviously, they've gone the extra mile here, and they've got a full routine. This is not your typical submission. If your group is extra competitive and creative, go for it. This is a little more typical of what you might see inside of a game. Corporate America doing their very best version of spy moves. This group dressed up though, so they actually did go pretty far down the road of being hilarious. This gets all put together in your final wrap-up video. So all of this content is going to get seen by everyone. We take the best of the best. We put it together as part of that big wrap-up and presentation. And again, because people don't know who won, we're going to be putting you together, in most cases, depending on what version of our game you have, a custom presentation if you have the ability to walk through that with your group. And by walk through it, I mean click through it. So we can click the slides, go through the suspects, go through their motives. That's always funny for the group. Who did it because no one knows. Go through the leaderboard, go through who won, do our countdowns, and then show the big finale video. So in terms of how that final wrap up is set up, we'll work with your game producer to figure out the best timing of that so it's a hit for your group. The idea here was just to show you a walkthrough of the actual app to give you a sense of what it looks like and what you'll be doing on game day. So I hope this was helpful. Obviously, get in touch, talk to your game producer, and we hope to see you out there.